Vantage Point Outdoors is brought to you by Woody Sporting Goods in association with Matthew Solo Cam, and by HME Products, Magnus Broadheads, Kentucky Legacy Outfitters, Beyond Backwoods Productions, K-Tech Designs, KISHEL'S Quality Animal Scents and Lures, Black Eagle Arrows, Rough Ridge, Scentlock, HHA Sports, Southern Ohio Outfitters, Bob's Custom Calls, and Bowfinger Archery. This week's VPO Minute is brought to you by Bob's Custom Calls.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to this week's VPO Minute, being brought to you here from the Turkey Blind. And what I wanted to do this morning is give you some tips on calling turkeys. And one thing I've had success with, now I'm by no means an expert turkey caller, and you won't see me in any upcoming turkey calling championships, but I have had success over the years calling in several turkeys. And the one thing I like to do is I like to use several calls during the calling sequence. I know a lot of guys that they'll stick with one call, like they'll just use that box call, or they'll just use that slate call, and they're always kind of putting out the perception that it's one turkey out there. And what I like to do is every time I call is I like to maybe one time I'll start off with a box call, then I'll quickly go to a slate call, and then I'll go to a gobble call. And what I like to do is I try to put out that perception to the turkeys I'm calling to that there's several turkeys where I'm at. Let's face it, turkeys are a very social animal. They like being in flocks, and they like being around other turkeys. So when I'm calling, I basically want to make it sound like I'm a group of turkeys at my location. So I think it just makes good sense to, whenever you're calling turkeys, to give them multiple calls at a given time and try to sound like you're a flock of turkeys at your location. I've had success with this over the last couple of years. I've had success with it this year, and I think if you give it a try, it'll also help make you a better turkey hunter. And we'll see you next week right here on the VPO Minute.
To submit your questions for the VPO Minute, join us online at facebook.com/Vantage Point Outdoors. This week's VPO Minute was brought to you by Bob's Custom Calls.